lot of people suffer from cancer, but what really matters to them is how they face it. OPA Zainal Abidin Hamdan was a valorous rear admiral who belonged to the battlefield. When he was diagnosed with cancer, he was shocked, but he then regarded it as a new challenge to his life. He brought his bravery to a new battlefield and was willing to share his experience with all.
So today I just want to share my aim of getting this big C is something that is not a full stop. It is something that you have to fight and you have to share, because if you are having this big C and you keep yourself alone and you say why God is me, then you are at the end of the road. You cannot do that. You have to share with people so that the person who listens to you probably have ideas to go about. Right. As a military man, we have our yearly medical checkup, but it doesn't cover colon. It doesn't cover colon at all. So why we have this medical checkup when you don't cover colon, you don't cover your CA count, and when they detect that I have colon cancer, I'm not going to use the word. Some of our friends wouldn't like to use the word. I'm not a medical doctor. So when I was diagnosed to be having colon cancer, they also found out that it's running metastasis to my liver. Exactly, the drawing is exactly the same as that. So I didn't. I only asked the medical officer why our annual medical checkup doesn't cover this. So they cannot answer. So we have to request. We have to request to make sure that we do this, especially for those 45 and over. You got to do your colposcopy. If you don't do your colposcopy, you wouldn't know. Because when I was having the symptom, I wouldn't know. I do spurt blood. I was thinking it was wase. Because when we were in voice wings, we yell a lot, shout a lot, indirectly, we tubuh banyak bawah, and Melayu always say wase. So I was lucky because the tumor that grew doesn't block my passage. It is elongated. And when they found out, they said it's already been 10 years. That's in mind. We have 10 years this thing I've been running about. I'm a long distance runner, I've been running about, I've been feeling pain. She said, yeah, you have that. I got it because one day I cannot. Difficult. It was really troubling to get, you know the story of big chief and big shit and all that. Exactly the same. So luckily there was big shit, but still the big chief is still around. So what happened is that they gave me January 2011, I underwent resection. Maybe they cut 10 inches of my colon. But the block says 10%. I say no, cannot be 10%. It's 10% to my. So it's 10 inches of my colon. And after that, they give me 6 cycles of chemotherapy. So I can utilize this when I play golf. They say, ni orang kurang hati pun. Memang physically kurang hati pun. Kurang hati, kurang pun. So that's why I undergo this chemotherapy. My God. Some of you might have one, two, three more. I have a friend here. There's no life. There's no life. There's you get a lot of side effects and you believe, my God, what is the nikmat Allah Taala bagi tu kita tak merasa that's the problem. So this is how big is the liver that they took out from me. You see the second one, that's where the tumor, and that tumor is also on the first and the second. And they thought it's only 3, but they found it 4 tumors. And the worst part about it, I'm supposed to undergo 4 hours operation, it turned out to be 7 hours operation. You got to go to plan B. Alright, I didn't show, that's the part down here, my underwear level. line where they cut my below. So we believe everything. At the time I was with the RMN, so the people don't know hospital kan. Some of the ticket, although they pay a lot of money for kita tahu because we are not welfare. So, alright. Then the PET scan and the CA count. 26 July, I did a PET scan and my only cancer count was only 2.7. Why is 2.7? Because the chemo was still inside. The chemo was still inside. Then when come March 2013, I did another PET scan and the CA count to 2.7. And it recurred into my middle sternum and my iris is something. So I still refused because the doctor wanted me to undergo 12 sessions of chemo. I've seen a lot of people who undergo chemotherapy and none of them have come back. So I said, no, I have experienced chemotherapy. I don't want my doctor to tell me, so sorry, the 12 sessions of chemo is not good. We're going to add you another 6. When that thing happened, your whole body is no longer having the strength to fight. I want to have the strength to fight so that when I go for operation, it will be very bad. When I went for January PET scan, the thing is deteriorating and worsening badly. So I said, okay, time to go to China. But I went to China for holiday first. Because you have to psycho yourself. I contact Guangzhou. This Guangzhou thing and all that is all from my wife. She is very good. Luckily I bought her an iPad where I did, the Google and all that. Here and YouTube. And he says that earlier on, I should have gone. Gentlemen, no part of your body should be taken. That's one thing I learned, and I regret about it. When they told me why I took out my liver, I said, I don't know. They asked me, they said, can be taken out? I said, but it doesn't guarantee that your liver is okay. Because there are traces of tumor going inside the liver. And I met a doctor, specialist doctor from KPJ, Penang. He is an eye specialist. He needs his fingers because he was doing the surgery. And he went to call me, to ask me about this patient because he saw my name is blocked on my phone. And I explained to him that how we go about in China. As we go along, I will explain. 18th of February, I brought my medical. I went to see the HUKM. I told them I'm going to do differently because I refuse to kill. This doctor that I mentioned to you, Dr. Azim, is an eye specialist. He undergo more than 70 chemo. I don't understand how he does it. Now he's worried because his CA is increasing and they want to increase his chemo. I see your life from 2009 until now you still undergo chemo. I threw away my chemo pot. So I got to know today when I went to the representative in City Hotel, the modern hospital is representative City Hotel, Citibank. He told me that he's going on there on 70. Anyway, what I'm going to tell you guys, when the lymph node grow big and it goes and start to attack my trachea, I cannot swallow food. I makan, I can follow alive. Then, when I breathe, there's a lot of wheezing sound. So when I lie down, I start to cough. Because this is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. So I got 3 major problems. 1, the lymph node that is attacking my throat. 2, the lymph node that is attacking my middle sternum, giving me difficulty to breathe. And the 3rd one is the remnant of the tumor that has been growing inside me that they didn't take out. So I don't blame them because He's a Rezeki. So, okay, no problem. So, when I went down there, first they took my report. They translate everything into Chinese. They translate everything into Chinese. Then I asked them, tell me what you have translated. Because I sit down with them, I sit down like this with them, we talk. Kat hospitals ini, I don't think you have the opportunity to sit down with the doctor. They will send you under training doctors, especially HKL, HUKM. And my son kena pun dulu, there was no oncologist only on call. So all the training doctors. So macam mana kita nak buat, kan? And then the best part about it, they didn't give you anything. So I'm supposed to do this on the neck. So they brought me to the CT scan. They wanted to do. They said no, cannot do. They cannot do because it's too close, and you don't do CT scan, you do PET scan. So okay, I said, all right. If other hospital, they say you go home first, then you come back later. We will. No, I was in the OT. They decided to do on my pelvic. My God, I saw 10 inches with the 4 of them. 10 inches of what? The dipping needle. And I was doing the particle knife, or they call it the iodine radioactive paralysis. It's the size of a rice grain. To put the size of the rice grain into the needle, so you know the size of the needle will be something like a knitting needle. So I asked them, are you giving me general anesthetic? No, we give you local. Okay, we give you local. Tak. When the needle pierces my outer skin, I don't feel anything. But when the needle touch my muscle, I mengelupo yang macam itik kena suling. Mengelupo. And you know what they say to me? Relax. They call me doctor. Relax, doctor, relax. Dah kena the muscle, macam mana you nak relax? So dia kata, when you tense up, our needle cannot go in. Wow, okay, relax lah. So I relax. Okay, they have done it. Within 1 hour, the surgery finished. I said, fantastic. Why I say fantastic? Because the plan A, plan B can be changed at that moment of time. And I don't think you can get anywhere in hospital down here. They will never do that. So alright, I go back. They masuk ICU for 1 night to see how I reacted. Within 3 days, the scar was like. This one is tak sakit because dia bagi local. And this one dia tak ada dulu to the muscle. So when I was telling myself that, I saw the needle going in, I saw the needle poking the lymph node, and I saw they drop the iodine seed because the thing will be glowing. So alright, 3 days later, no scar. And this is major. That was the first trip I go. Another 3 days later, they did another surgery. That will be on my back. But they cannot do on my middle stomach. They can do only one. What they did was, they got to puncture my right lung, into my lung, out of my lung, straight to the tumor. I said, there is, I don't know how I passed through. But I said, okay, alright. Tomorrow, the infection came. I was menggetar. Okay, go to the X-ray now, see what happened. When you puncture your lung, there is water, you get infection. And they asked me, okay, we will drain out your water, no problem. I've never seen a surgery that is done inside my ward, in my own room. They bring the chair, macam ni kan, this chair ni, you pusing, I pegang the chair, and the drain come out. So what I'm saying, MC Modern Cancer Hospital Guangzhou, they are giving you brutal surgery, but the least collateral damage. You see now, my right side all gone down. there's a red mark here because there I did the IUDC, and afterward I will explain why they did the arterial and why they did the target therapy. So 4 kali dia hantam diri, so terbakar, but better than radiotherapy you bakar. See the difference between the present chemo that we do in our local hospital and the chemo that they do there. They use the same method. It's still the Western method, but they go to the target. When you go to the target, you don't have a lot of side effect. You don't have a lot of side effect, and that's why I want to share with people why I tell that any part of your body, the easiest job is to cut it off. When you cut it off, it doesn't guarantee you that you will be cured. It doesn't guarantee you. So if you have adik-beradik, kakak, abang, kawan-kawan yang dengar tadi, tell them, don't throw away. I should have told Angelina Jolie dan Brad Pitt would be sayang dengan me. Dia pergi buang awal-awal, dia belum jadi apa-apa lagi, dia lagi buang.
Grow back. They grew back. Dia tumbuh balik.
Oh, that one I don't know.
Tumbuh balik.
That one I don't know. That one I've yet to be seen.
Oh, you know? So, Mr. Hakim ada sini.
Anyway, this is for. So I did that, and when they completed the 3 parts of the body, after staying there close to 1 month, I decided to take a 2-week break. And 2-week break, then I go again on the 30th of March. On the 1st of April, they start to give me 3 therapies. 1 is the arterial therapy, 2 is the target therapy, and the fourth is the oral therapy. Okay. What do they do with arterial? Arterial means they ask me to lie down like that. There's a PET scan down there. They cut my artery on my left, my right leg, and they insert the camera, and whatever they want to do, they insert a tube that carries the contra. The contra, where you can see where is the chemo, where is the tumor. That contra will start from left. Okay, you're going to see your right leg is going to be numb. I'm going to put the contra. When they see the contra, where the contra go, they want to see where is the vein that carries to the tumor. When they got that way, then only they insert the medicine straight to the vein. So they start from bottom up and until into my lung. I can feel it. Still also local. They ask me why you don't want to do general. I say I want to know why for you. So I said, he is still brutal. Okay. The second therapy I do is target therapy. Target therapy actually is still the Western medicine, but it is intravenous through your vein, your hand vein, and it goes straight to the part where you have the tumor. Really, because I can see the difference. I still can eat, I can do a lot of things, I don't lose a lot of senses. But at this moment, I become very sensitive to pedas. Very sensitive to pedas. And when I get a lot of pedas, I will get heartburn. When I get a lot of heartburn, I'll definitely will get hiccup. So what I really want to share is, cancer is not the end of the story. I know a lot of my friends who has cancer, they don't want to talk about it. They don't want to share about it. How are we going to help them? I got one friend who passed away. At the burial ground, I don't want to mention him, at the burial ground, the brother-in-law said, I never knew that you got cancer. You got the same problem cancer as I. So you cannot hide, you cannot. Because it's not a HIV disease, it's something that you have.
Arab kena HIV. Minta je you tengok dia. Baik nama dia Ismail, tapi tak lanyak.
So after this, they have done the thing, and I reached, and they asked me whether I want to put in
this sort of blog and all that. Kat China, there's no YouTube, there's no Facebook, there's no Google, because the government control the HIBO or something like that. But this guy, this medical hospital, they must go to Facebook. They are weird. That's why audio again. I got my story from my sister here. She was telling me what is inside the Facebook. So I don't get it. I said, look, this is something that I really want. I really want to share with everybody. So if you have friends, you have relatives, they need to talk. They need to talk. And if the decision, if they want to cut, think again. Don't cut. It's easy. It's easy for the medical side asking you to cut. I saw one lady who has breast cancer, dah simple gangrene, dia pergi Guangzhou. Now 80% cured. Dia tak buang. Duit is something that you can find if you are sihat. But to I see why I said when they cut off my 60% of my liver, I tidur ni, something came down. Kan ada void kan, sakit yo. I pain ke kanan, ke kiri, something also come down. I said gila lah, kena terus lah. So that's where God has given you the organ and you throw it away. I show the diagram just now where the liver metastasis. They showed the right thing. One patient had the same as mine, pure. I takkan kata tu. Why did they throw it away? It's my recipe lah. At the time I was with the forces, so then I decided to leave. I said, now I will take control of my body. So this is the thing that I really want to share. When OPA asked me to give a talk, I am more than obliged, because today I feel good. I feel good to talk to you all so that this thing I can share. At this moment, I feel good, but I lose weight. I lose weight because why? The chemo is still inside me. I got to wait until the 15th or 17th when they are based. I will go to Guangzhou to keep a thorough checkup. During the thorough checkup, if they have minimized my tumor and they say, okay, that your thing is minimized, the subsequent treatment, I wanted to do like macam kapal kan, the bottom dia ada barnacle kan. Every 6 months, next week, buang barnacle. I want to do like that. The aim here, why I take this alternative, is for me to have a quality life. If you don't have a quality life, then no point in living. So that is where the quality life that we have to bear, to enjoy what God has given us. Kalau tidak, no point in living. And also you become a burden to your family. That's my whole aim.
Your physical activity. Sorry, if you don't mind, how much the cost of that?
For the 2 months I've gone to, I spent nearly 160,000 ringgit because of the medicine. Medicine is expensive. The medicine is still a Western medicine, and I feel good about it.
Complication then.
When you go there, they give you an interpreter. You just like PM lah, PM cakap dengan PM Cina, dia ada interpreter you.
Oh, they interpret correctly.
Yeah. But kadang-kadang dia kata tadi yang OP Arab kata cakap you walk by the leg and after that we don't see you anymore, tak ada. Kadang-kadang malah sometimes you feel dia interpret salah. Say no, you are not telling the truth.
Oh, ada kadang-kadang lah.
You are not telling the truth. I repeat to you again to tell this. Oh, okay. Dia punya yang kita dapat tahu. Your gut feeling tell you that he's not telling the truth. Your gut feeling tell you.
I just want to ask right now, you are using chemotherapy as your own, as the only treatment lah. Do you consider any other alternative medicine? Specifically, I want to ask you about medical marijuana, which is medical marijuana.
medical marijuana.
Yeah, because from my personal readings, just from journals and scientific, it is proven. If not treated fully, it can slow down the mutating cells of the cancer.
I've never heard of that, but what I'm trying to say is that the medicine they use all has been proven. The only difference is the technique. The technique that they give macam napalm lah, napalm ni, boom, the whole village terbakar. They go directly to the tumor. That's the difference. That's the difference.
Yeah, from what I've read, I mean, the difference is that the medical marijuana, it doesn't kill any cells, the healthy cells, but it slows down the growth of the mutating cells. But
Okay. You are Farid.
yes, sir.
Apa nama tadi? Aizat. My lymph node has been pressing on the backyard. You think I want to take that sort of risk? I will not be breathing. I will not be having food. So when they started to put the thing here and it is all swollen, they are all shrinken from the walnut size to a pistachio size, because that iodine seed will remain inside here. So the lymph node will be there, but it is the size of a pistachio. So that alone already make me excited. So what they did, they didn't ask me to give Chinese medicine, no. They give you the modern medicine. Have you heard of Zobitol? Zobitol 5. People with cancer, they know. That is a very expensive medicine that they put to you, and that is direct to you. So the cost is not actually the cost of the operation. The cost is the cost of the medicine. Any medicine in cancer is not cheap. Even the KSU of Bindal tell me, banyak kena cancer. Ubat nak beli satu pil pun 500, 1,500. Mahal. So that's the thing yang people doesn't want. If you give me chemo and you don't give me some other thing, I will not kill the tumor. It's just delay the tumor. But as time goes by, macam the Dr. Azim I was talking about, they kena dah 70 over for chemotherapy. And one chemotherapy session is 12,000. And now recently when the CA come gone up, he says, the doctor said, I got no choice, I got to give you more chemo. So he said, no. That's why he come call me. I makan ANZ kat dia, cakap cerita kan. So I really don't know about this marijuana cerita. I don't really don't know.
Are you still on medication now? And then can I know how much does it cost per month?
I'm in medication. The cost all already paid. You go why? Before you go out, they ask you to pay.
Go forget.
They wouldn't say you come back again, pay no, tak boleh. Dia pun takut juga. So I bawa credit card, bayar credit card. So that's how I do my payment.
So medication, I'm sure they will be out of take medicine for 2 years, 3 years, go macam mana.
Okay. Now let's see the time that I'm going there to do a thorough medical checkup to see how bad, how the improvement of continuing. If kata subsequent treatment, then we will do second treatment. Or else, I will visit them every 6 months, because cancer will not leave your body. So I'm not yet a survivor of cancer. I'm still a patient of cancer. I'm still fighting.
Every 6 months.
I intend to do that way lah. You can get quality life 6 months, bro. Alhamdulillah, at least I can play golf. Sekarang ni, I'm very tired because the chemo is inside me. I'm tired. So you don't mind, I sit down and then cerita.
So in terms of physical activities, it's limited lah, in a sense.
Yeah, they asked me to exercise. So I will do my exercise, just running on the treadmill, just to sweat it out. Because I have to tell you, if you are not fit, don't go for it. you have to be fit to go for treatment because the recovery will be very fast. So you have to be fit. Tapi kalau you kata, alah, why God, why me? Why don't you use somebody else to OPA Arab? It doesn't happen that way. Because, yes.
For the Guangzhou punya system, medical system, they use to check your gas level to CA or CA.
Which one do you use, my what?
Ada few user pack yang
CA count, you mean?
CA count and CA.
Yeah,
You know the difference and what is your rate like?
at this moment, they don't want me to check it because they say I still under treatment. But when I go back on this 15, they will tell me. They will tell me what progress that I've done, and they will tell me what subsequent treatment I want to do. So I just want to go down there, do a thorough medical checkup, then I will come home. Psycho yourself again, pergi lagi Guangzhou for the treatment. Because the treatment is everything else within 20-30 days. Because they go all out. Every morning they come into my room, the nurses will call me, "Uncle, how are you today?" They will call me uncle. So sometimes I tell you call me darling. Darling. Oh, okay. Then when they learn English very well. When I say, please do this, wait a moment, they understand that. They are nurses. They become detailed, we talk, then they will call the interpreter. What you want to have, and all the call the interpreter.
What about your meal?
Meal, I went with my wife. So she cooked my meal. Dalam tu, the hospital, there is a level where you can cook your own meal. So one day, I was in the hospital. Atas Indonesian. They hantam sambal belacan. Oh, tell him, don't do that. Go to the kitchen. You see, down there is a lot of Indonesian, a lot of Vietnamese, Burmese, and Myanmar. Because they come and do treatment. Malaysia tak ada. The only time I went there, they told me got one Malaysian, very rich person. He's 90 years old. His name is Shah, he got hotel, Shah Hotel. Because the anak-anak suruh hantar kat sana, dia anak-anak bela sini hantar. So if you are old, above 70, 90 years old, main dengan cucu lah, sobat timur. Betul lah, you have quality life, better. And so, betul lah.
So kalau kita reflect back kan, in terms of decision making, which way direction to go kan, whether you cakap lah, you should do. Kalau awal tak payah buang-buang lah.
I didn't have anybody to talk to me. Because as far as I'm concerned, the doctor say I'm the pakar, how to potong and all that. I said, okay, I met a pakar, right? But they kata, one of these days, somebody is going to die. So I said, make sure it's not me. Yeah. So that's the thing. If I were to meet somebody who can talk to me at this moment like this, then I don't think I will take it away.
On behalf of the family members, friends, the Old Putera Association, the Royal Malaysian Navy, and the Modern Cancer Hospital of Guangzhou, China, we would like to wish him the best and hope that he will recover real soon.